So, Anna, this is live and direct from the Terror Dome, as you can see. Um, like I told you on Facebook, fucking make more videos. This is awesome. I like doing stuff like this too. But anyway, um, as you know, since we done talked before, I'm from that area too, where we came up with, Arkansas is a trip. Um, but I was born in LA and I came down there and I hate to be like the cliche thing, I didn't really know what racism really was until I came down here. Now it's racism in California, of course, but you know, I remember being like 6 and getting spit on, and my mom getting this dude ass because she was like, "I went to school with you and we grew up together," and you know, and the first thing you did was like fucking spit on my son after you call yourself showing respect and all that stuff, and mom went and told his mom on him, and his mom got in his ass, which is funny to see an older guy, still bow down to their mom like that. So that's funny. But I can say that yeah, I was very homophobic, but you know, I don't know how it is back home, and until you're in that situation, you won't know how you react, and you know, eventually I end up getting older, going through some stuff I went through in my life and stuff, and ended up not being homophobic, which, like this thing said, homophobia is a choice. You got to see more and experience more before, you can truly understand the whole concept of this multi-cosm of people. I mean, it's weird, the more you see is the more you know. And I mean, it's so much stuff out there that people need to see instead of being going by their training of you're supposed to hate this person or you're supposed to hate that person. And like, the Bible itself being, you know it had to be said that this is the way shit is supposed to be, you know uh in the South, and I mean all over. And then, as you can see, I'm more of the darker of the species, but we are a real religious people. My family's really religious. So, and I was in the cult of Christ at one time. Actually, could have been the youngest preacher in Southwest Arkansas, which is weird for me now that I'm a black pagan and all that shit. But anyway, and when it really went too far with me was when the youth minister was taking the little girls that start develop on special camping trips when they start developing, and he ended up messing with a girl. And of course she ended up falling in love with him, because I mean that's a position of power, and you just don't need to abuse your power like that. And some letters got found that she had wrote, and her brother went and told. So the parents are mad, like all us was mad, that he abused this and shit. And when it all came out, they all sit down and talked to him, and he was like, well, he was going through a divorce, and she was more mature than what she was, and he just needed to shoulder the crown, and she seduced him, and is what he said. And they didn't get mad at this dude; they got mad at her and kicked her out the church, and her family kicked her out her house. So because she was wrong for taking this man that was pure, that was in his 30s, and fucking like a 16-year-old girl that that she was the one wrong, not him. So I got up that the next time it was my time to do the service, and I got up and went to talking about like hypocrites and all that shit, and I was like, Finally, I snapped. I was in the middle of church, full congregation, man. Fucking, and I told them, I was like, when I die, I hope they bury me face down. And everybody was like, why? And I was like, for y'all can all kiss my ass because, she wasn't wrong. He was wrong, you know. And in this life, we strive to learn. I mean, that's really the only thing we can do. We got to better ourselves because if we don't, we will slowly destroy ourselves. I mean, there's no way around that. You know, uh, people are inherently not corrupt, but I think they're easily manipulated. I mean, it's when you come up, they'll tell you not to believe in this and believe in that. That closed doors. They're close your mind. Believe in Santa Claus, but don't believe there's a monster under your bed. Believe in the tooth fairy, but don't believe that don't believe in ghosts. And that slowly closes off your mind. Cigarette went out. And that's all training. That's all training and coming up. If what you got to strive to do as you get older is to learn how learn how to reopen some of them doors and start accepting stuff. Look at this world for what it is. Because if you're not, you'll become just as messed up and sadistic in the head as I am. You know, I got times, man, I got all kind of issues, and it's time where I like being around people, but I hate being around people because I will literally want to hit people. So, Anna, do what you do. You know, I hate that you're going through the stuff that you have to go through. With the job situation and shit. That's bullshit. I'm glad you're not racist no more. I mean, if you are, like, sorry, because I'm still gonna be your friend if you're racist or not, because I think you're cool as shit, and the homegirl, saying your rave reviews go a long way because I really trust what she had to say. I really do. Um, but anyway, um, our life can be hard, and I know that's some corny shit to say, but I think eventually we will get better for it. I think that people should come to a decision about shit and I learn shit, but learning the hard way, I think, makes it sinks in more if you have to learn your lessons the hard way. You know, um, it's a lot of stuff that I went through and I did that, you know, have made me who I am. And my girl get on to me all the time about believe in yourself, write, do your movies, do your screenplays, draw, all this stuff. And I was a chubbier kid, so and I'm lost small Olsen twin. I lost 95 pounds now, but the whole point is that I was so used to people belittling me when I was coming up that even with all the things people say I can do, it still bothered me that if one person say one thing, it can get into my head and I won't do it. So, but anyway, thanks for putting up the video. Put up some more, and I'll holler at you later.